Hey artists! Today I wanted to talk to you about weaving. Weaving is an art form that means to make like a fabric. Here is an example of a weaving I made. The one side has decorations, and I added a hanging part at the top. I wonder what type of weaving you could make. So let me show you how to make a weaving kind of like this. We first need a piece of cardboard. You could get a piece of cardboard from an old box or from a shipping box. The shipping box cardboard will be the sturdiest type of cardboard. If you're using a box like a cereal box or a pasta box or something like that, you'll want to cut off all the extra bits so that it's just a rectangle. Then we're going to cut tabs into each end of our cardboard. So let me show you how to do that. You can do it by being precise and using a ruler. First, we're using the ruler because it has a straight edge. And I'm going to use this green marker just so you can see it really good on the video. You could use a pencil. I'm lining the ruler up with the edge of the cardboard and using the other side of the ruler to draw a straight line. I need to do this on both ends of my cardboard. Then I'm going to use the notches. To be precise, I'm looking at the ruler and finding the 1/2 inch and inch marks. Lining up my ruler with my first line, and then making little marks at the 1/2 inch and inch intervals. And I'm counting those notches and flipping it over and measuring again, being sure that I have the same number of notches at top and bottom. Another way to make your cardboard piece into a loom is without precision in a ruler. You can just use your fingers and your eyeballs to make it work for you. To draw the straight line on the one end, it needs to be about as big as 2 fingers. And then your notches are about as big as 1 finger. Counting the notches on each end so that I'm sure I have the same number of notches on each side. Then it's time to go ahead and cut the notches into my cardboard. And now I have made a loom. And then we need to dress the loom. That means we're putting strings into those little notches that we are going to weave on. I'm using a piece of yarn and I'm holding the yarn at one of the ends with my thumb as I hold the cardboard. I'm going to put the yarn through the first notch at the top. And I'm going to wrap it around the back to the bottom and put it in the first notch also, but at the bottom. Then I'm going to take the string I'm still working with and go into the second notch at the top, around the back to the second notch at the bottom. Third notch at top, around the back, third notch at bottom. These are the pieces you'll be weaving in and out of. These are called the warp threads. They don't move. They're attached to the frame, attached to the loom. Remember to go to each new notch. Be careful not to go into any notch 2 times. And also be careful not to skip any notches. If you do skip or you go into it twice, just take it out and put it into the right spot. I'm showing you this video in real time because it really doesn't take very long. I'm using the yarn attached to the pink and it hasn't been cut. But now that I've reached the end, I'm going to cut my yarn. I remember at the beginning, I put my yarn towards the end of the loom. So this side of the yarn, I'm also going to put towards the edge and cut it. And then we need to tie them together. So I'm going to make them diagonal and tie them as tight as I can get it. This is a dressed loom ready for me to weave on.